Reflecting back on 2017, when the director and I, Professor Piet Nodeer, decided to do this, to start this lecture, we looked around for somebody to co-host the event with. And to make a long story short, this was probably one of the easiest decisions. When we looked around in terms of leadership in the country, your name instantly came to mind. And I must say, we are very proud of the association with you. So at USB, this notion of responsible leadership we take very seriously. It matters a great deal to us. And we present it in a way not via a module, the classical way that one does these things. We try to embed it in every single thing we do and teach.
It's been fantastic being here tonight at an event of this caliber, with speakers in the room at this level, not also just speaking theoretically, but practically about where this country's going.
The big thing in South Africa is you must own the narrative. We must make sure that positive messages are also heard in a country with huge problems. We believe that students that came to us are not finished human beings. To be a human being is to be in a constant process of change and development. And our first task is to instill in them, in the time that we work together with them as co-learners, a deep sense of integrity, value clarification, and character. But we all know that that is not enough. Corporate culture is an extremely powerful drive of values. And there's simply no way, ladies and gentlemen, that you can be a responsible leader, at least in business and other spheres, if you don't understand that we are facing as a human species problems that we can only solve through collective global leadership. And what we teach our students, or try and work with them to, is that you can pursue your private good, that's good. You don't pay R250,000 for an MBA not to get promoted and increase your income, that's good. But unless you understand that that private good is in the service of the public good, and most importantly, in the service of the common good, the private good, in fact, will not survive. And we try to get out of this dichotomous thinking that good business and profitable business stands over against the idea of public and private good.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a special honor to announce the USB Alumnus of the Year for 2018. The recipient is Dr. Sean Foster.
And let me really start off by saying that I'm humbled and honored to receive this award. My journey of Stellenbosch has been a long one, since 1989, and receiving it at a prestigious occasion like this is really a humbling experience. Thank you very much. I cannot be prouder than I am about my association of Stellenbosch University and the business school. Not only because of a business school, Professor Piet's stellar reputation on the African continent, but also about the transformative impact it has had on my career and my own leadership journey. I found it transformative in so many ways, and I think that's the value of a mid-career MBA, when you open yourself up to that self-reflection and the course correction where required. Interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary research and teaching is the bedrock of sustainable leadership. Diverse groups simply make for better decisions. And relevant research focused on real-world problems through all three lenses of sustainability makes for better solutions. Business schools have that flexibility, I believe, to connect diverse minds, from engineers and scientists to investors, philosophers, artists, and simultaneously inspire that nitty-gritty research we need to build the knowledge, skills, and values that the workplace of the future demands. But I think in the fourth industrial revolution, running a country, running a corporation, or running a non-profit with leaders schooled in yesterday's model is akin to running an all-electric car on fossil fuels. And that's why I would argue that radical imagination and highly responsive environments are needed. Business schools as a radical laboratory of the future would be an ideal vehicle to achieve just that. Now, the latter is a bold statement. A radical laboratory of the future implies a highly responsive, supra-institutional form and an openness to accelerate its own evolution before the fourth industrial revolution renders it irrelevant or obsolete. To borrow from Joseph Schumpeter, it's about creative destruction as we challenge the old and aggressively pursue change to unlock new energy and innovation. The MBA helped me to develop into a citizen of a world with proudly African and proudly South African roots, always ready to reinvest in a place that I called home, and where I'll return very soon, able to make a meaningful contribution to society. It has helped me grow into a position where I'm purposefully engaged, able to share knowledge, in a stretch zone to continue learning and invest in others, and nothing can be more rewarding than that. Thank you.